Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here again. Welcome back for another video. We're back on Wild Mode playing AZSwim's Demon Pirate Zoolock deck. Zoolock has experienced an increase in popularity in recent weeks, and we're going to be trying this deck out. It's essentially like a mid-range deck in many ways. If you look at the curve, you've got your 1-drops, which are really important to mulligan for in the early game. Prince Keleseth is also essential. You need to find the prince to buff the rest of your deck. Your mid-game is decent. You have the likes of Vicious Fledgling, you have Pirate Synergy with South Sea Captain, you've got Void Caller to bring out your Doom Guards, and your late game features the likes of Bone Mare, which is a phenomenal card that can really create swing situations on the board, Mal'Ganis, and Blood Reaver Gul'dan to bring the demons back to life. My only issue with the deck is the discard effect. Doomguard can wreak havoc on your deck in terms of discards, and so can Soulfire. So let's have a look at a couple of games featuring this deck, and we're going to start off against a rogue. And that is a terrible opening hand. That's decent. Now, if you think back to traditional Zoolock, traditional Zoolock would play more minions that were cheaper. So you were always guaranteed, usually, to get at least, oh that's amazing, to get a couple of cheap minions you could play early, like Flame Imp, Void Walker, because generally speaking there was more cheap stuff in the deck. This deck curves out a little higher. You know, you've got some more expensive cards in this deck. It's more of a mid-range style deck, but the fact that we drew Prince Keleseth has now made me very happy, and I think that's pretty much going to guarantee our victory in this game. Our minions are now buffed up. They're going to be harder for the rogue to deal with. Although, that's a Dancing Swords, which is bizarre because I've never seen that card played in, what, 2 years? Very unusual to see Dancing Swords. When it dies, I draw a card, which would suggest to me that we could be dealing with some kind of a mill rogue here. Having 2 power overwhelmings in my hand is not great. I mean, one of them could be useful in helping me deal with the Death Lord. Having Doomguard and Soulfire in the same hand is also not good. Again, I'm very fearful of the discard effect. But here we can guarantee bringing out the Doomguard. Okay, that's pretty good. That means we don't take 3 damage to the face. And now I'm going to take a gamble. That's brilliant. Okay, I could have played the South Sea Captain, but I valued killing his minion there. And we get the Doomguard out on board. That's wonderful. So, the discard mechanic worked out okay for us there. And now he has to deal with a really threatening board. Okay, that's fine. I have another Doomguard. Oh, he's going quite crazy here. Eviscerate, sure. But he's had to invest significant resources in order to clear my board. I'm okay with that. Right, now we hope and pray that we don't discard Gul'dan. Oh, okay. Again, this deck feels like you're playing roulette with your cards, gambling away the fate of your cards. Okay, it's a mill rogue who's really going to struggle to mill me. I'm just going to play as many things as I can every single turn.
Unleash me. You are not the boss of me. Why do you call?
He's probably wishing that I was some kind of a control deck that hoards cards in my hand, so you can mill me. No, I'm a zoo deck with a mid-range flavour, so I just play everything out as quickly as I can. Which Dreadlord do you want to target? Oh, he's going to sap that one. Okay, that doesn't do much for him. Oh, Betrayal! Wow, I was going to say that board positioning doesn't matter in this game because you're not playing Defender of Argus. But, okay, Betrayal is a card that, again, I've not seen for at least a couple of years, played competitively. Although I don't think his deck is very competitive. But I give him marks for creativity, and I give him marks for bringing cards that no one expects to see, and therefore cards that people probably don't know how to play around. But at rank 8, it's quite surprising to see that kind of a deck played. Alright, let's look at one final game. And we're going up against a Warlock here. It'll be interesting to see what kind of a Warlock it is. Will it be a mid-rangey zoo deck like mine? So will it be a mirror match? Will it be a pure sort of demon mid-range, I wouldn't call it a zoo, but a pure mid-range demon lock? Could it be Reno lock? Could it be Giants Warlock? Lots of possibilities. This is wild mode, and as we saw in the previous game, lots of crazy things get played. I'm going to let him do the trading, and I think my decision here to go face, I think is fine, because he'll kill the 1-2, then I play South Sea Captain. Okay, he gets my South Sea Captain played for me with Dirty Rat, fair enough. The Rats is pretty annoying, so I think Power Overwhelming here is going to be the play. The question is, do we tap or do we play the minion? We tap. Feels like a slight waste throwing away Power Overwhelming there, just to kill a 2-6. Because the 2-6, I mean, it's only got 2 attack, it doesn't appear to be incredibly threatening, but the board is very important. If I'd had more minions on board, maybe I could have got some trades in against the Rats. Okay. I'm actually contemplating... No, we play that. In the back of my mind, I was just thinking Jiraxxus, but I doubt that his deck will play Jiraxxus. Okay, he's really respecting the Darkshire Councilman. He really wants to kill it. I guess we just go for the taunts here. Despicable Dreadlord would clear the 1-1, but no, we need to seize a bit more initiative. And we are not popping his Void Caller. He can pop it himself. If we pop it on our turn, then it draws out a demon, which he can then attack with on his next turn, so we don't want to do that. Oh, this is getting scary with Doomguard again. We've got Bloodreaver Gul'dan and Mal'Ganis in hand, and I don't want to discard any of them. Even Bone Mare you don't want to discard. That is essentially all of our late games sitting in our hand right there. That is quite worrying. Oh, no demons in hand. Now that's useful information to know. Again, do not feel like playing Doomguard here, just really scared of discarding Gul'dan. If I lose Bloodreaver Gul'dan in this game, I don't think I can win it. He's playing very, very quickly here. Okay. I think this is a fine play. We put a roadblock in his way and challenge him to deal with it. What I'm trying to bait out is Twisting Nether. Okay, second Siphon Soul. So we know now that this deck that he's playing is not a Reno deck. He's playing 2 copies of cards. That's, again, very important information. But the bone mare value keeps coming. And I don't care about his 2-2. I just value the face damage. I want to end this game as quickly as possible. He's not playing a deck that I'm familiar with. Again, seeing 2 Siphon Souls there is quite interesting. So expect the unexpected in this game. Therefore, the need to end it as quickly as possible is evident. Twisting Nether. Okay, fine. Now we've seen 2 Siphon Souls. How does he deal with Mal'Ganis? If he has the second Twisting Nether. Ooh. Mal'Ganis versus Mal'Ganis. And oh yeah, Sam Knows there, a player that's just come online, a player on my friends list. Worth checking out his stream, by the way. Cheap plug for Sam Knows HS. He's a phenomenal player. He plays interesting decks, ladders with them, and makes them work. That takes real skills. If you guys get a chance, please check out Sam Knows HS on Twitch and on YouTube. I will post a link in my video description for him. He's a great player. A phenomenal streamer who does phenomenal commentary, better commentary than me. Well worth going out of your way to check him out. I think he's slowly building up a following on Twitch. Now, Blood Reaver Gul'dan versus Blood Reaver Gul'dan. I think my demons are slightly better than his. I have 2 Dreadlords. The question is there lethal on this board? I think there is. We have a Doomguard, we have a PO. We just need to kill Mal'Ganis and just figure out the best way of doing it. There has to be lethal. I'm not even doing calculations in my head. I'm just throwing my hero power out there. I'm just throwing minions into minions and just hoping that I will find lethal. Yeah, there is lethal here. Just had to check again. So that was kind of a mirror match. And yeah, I guess this deck is pretty good, pretty powerful. My issue with it is the discard effect. Double Soulfire, double Doomguard. I just don't feel comfortable with either of those options. You know, a couple of games that you didn't see in this video, I ended up discarding Blood Reaver Gul'dan because I had no choice. I had to Doomguard, otherwise I'd have died. And I ended up discarding a big win condition. Soulfire. Yeah, playing Soulfire is fine if you have cards in your hand that you're happy to discard. But there's just so much risk taking with this deck, with the discard effect, so much gambling. You know, I can't play happily with that kind of stress on my head. So what do I think of the deck overall? I think it's effective. People are laddering with this deck and doing very, very well. But I think I'd need to find a version of the deck that just doesn't focus so much on discarding. And go from there. So maybe I'll look at another version and you know, see what we think of that. So thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe. We're gunning for 1,000 subscribers, so please help me make it happen. And I'll see you all again very soon for more fun on the Wild Mode ladder.